Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Boy, it was kind of nice to have an afternoon and an evening without a thunderstorm last night. Hey, your OMG fact for the day. The longest-running TV drama was The Guiding Light, which was canceled in 2009 after 57 years and almost 16,000 episodes. That's impressive. All right, let's get into the news, shall we? Bob O'Shea is officially back in Annapolis politics, declaring his candidacy for mayor this November as the Republican contender. O'Shea, a longtime Annapolitan and businessman, previously ran for mayor in 2013 and was a GOP nominee for state legislature in 2018. He brings decades of experience advising manufacturing firms on defense and government contracts, a skill set he believes translates perfectly to managing City Hall. On the Democratic side, former Alderman Jared Littman and current Councilwoman Rhonda Pindell Charles will face off in a competitive September primary. With a Democratic registration advantage in Annapolis, the race promises to be lively, but O'Shea's entry ensures that voters have a choice across the spectrum come November. Maryland is working to make applying for public benefits less painful, recognizing that people struggling financially shouldn't also have to endure a bureaucratic marathon. Governor Wes Moore announced the launch of Maryland Benefits One, a streamlined online application that replaces multiple forms and office visits with one digital submission for programs like SNAP, Medicaid, TANF, WIC, and energy assistance. The new system has already served 22,000 residents, cutting application times from an exhausting 80 minutes for a single program to less than 30 minutes for all benefits combined. One applicant did praise the change, saying that it took her less than a half hour, a big improvement for parents juggling childcare work and red tape. Annapolis author and sailor David Gendell has won the 2025 Marion Brewington Book Prize for Maritime History for his latest work, The Last Days of the Schooner America. The book chronicles the journey of the iconic schooner America from its famous 1851 racing triumph to its final days at the Annapolis Yacht Yard during World War II. Gendell's meticulous research included interviews with Annapolitans who witnessed America's final chapter firsthand. The Maryland Center for History and Culture praised the book for shining a light on an overlooked chapter in Maryland's maritime heritage, blending rich archival detail with oral history to tell a compelling story about the intersection of tradition and wartime urgency. And this does remind me that we do need to get another podcast scheduled with Dave to catch up. And speaking of Dave's, here's another one. David Wilcox, a folk music legend known for his intimate storytelling and warm baritone, is headed to Ram's Head on Stage in Annapolis on July 24th, sharing the bill with fellow songwriter Cheryl Wheeler. His decades-long career has earned him a loyal following that treasures his ability to craft songs that resonate on a deeply personal level. He called me yesterday for a bonus podcast, and we dropped that last night, so if you missed it, scroll up one episode and give that a listen, then go get a pair of tickets. It'll be a great show. Tonight, the Annapolis Film Society and the Annapolis Film Festival will screen Lolita in Tehran at Maryland Hall's Bowen Theater. The film, adapted from Azar Nafisi's international bestseller, tells the true story of a courageous professor in post-revolutionary Iran who forms a clandestine book club for female students. Through banned Western literature, the women find solidarity and hope in the face of an oppressive regime. Tickets are only $20 in advance, and the doors open at 6:30 a.m. for a 7 p.m. showing, with cash accepted at the door only if seats remain, so I do suggest you get them in advance online. This is a powerful film about resistance, literature, and resilience. It's well worth a midweek trip to Maryland Hall. You can get your tickets at AnnapolisFilmFestival.com. This Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be chatting with Jonathan Rondo, who is the CEO of Fellow, which was formerly called the ARC of Central Maryland. We're going to be talking all about their services for people with disabilities, as well as their new rebranding. That's going to drop at noon on Saturday. And by now, you do know the drill. Please let your friends, neighbors, and colleagues all know about our daily news recap email. It's free. It comes to your inbox every night at 7 p.m., and it's going to keep you up to speed on all the top local news stories. And it's paywall free. Here's a link right here in the show notes for you. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you. And we also need to thank our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, and Macmedics. So now you just need to hang tight because we have your Eye on Annapolis local weather coming right up, and Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is here with Annapolis After Dark. All of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so stick around.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel. Let's take a look at what's ahead in the weather so you know what to expect as you plan out the rest of the week. Today, we're looking at warm and partly sunny skies with highs near 87 degrees, but keep an umbrella handy. There is a good chance of showers and thunderstorms popping up late in the afternoon and continuing into the evening. Tonight, we'll stay mostly cloudy with a low of about 77. Tomorrow, we heat up under mostly sunny skies with highs near 91 and a heat index pushing triple digits. There is a slight chance of an afternoon or early evening thunderstorm, but most of the day should stay dry. Tomorrow night will be partly cloudy and muggy with a low of around 79. Can you say ugh? Friday does bring a mix of sun and clouds with another round of scattered afternoon thunderstorms possible, especially after 2 p.m. The high will be around 87. Friday night looks mostly cloudy with a slight chance of evening storms and temperatures dipping to about 74. And as we look ahead, the weekend forecast stays unsettled, but it's not a washout. Saturday could see a few afternoon showers with highs in the mid-80s, and Sunday looks more active with showers and thunderstorms likely late in the day. Monday may bring occasional storms too, so if you're planning any outdoor plans, it is wise to stay weather aware. That is your forecast. Stay cool, stay dry, and keep your eye on the sky. We'll be back tomorrow with some more.
Ahoy, captains and anglers. What better way to spend a day on the Chesapeake Bay than by fishing and fundraising for a cure? Join us for the 19th annual Fish for a Cure tournament, Paul C. Detter's Captain's Challenge, and Shore Party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Fish for a Cure supports Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. Event proceeds directly support the Cancer Survivorship Program for patients recovering from all types of cancers. Gather your crew and register your boat today at fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, July 16th through Sunday, July 20th. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also all three websites for the full schedule. We update the Facebook posts and all three websites with changes and cancellations so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday, start with Happy Hour with Michael Waskey at Middleton Tavern, or with the Low Keys at Food Truck Wednesdays on the farm up in Millersville. Guava Jelly will be at Gina's Cantina in Millersville. The Vicki Roberts Band will be down at Pirates Cove in Galesville. And the Highland Brothers will be at Catch 22 down in North Beach. Tonight, Blues and Beyond Open Jam Night, hosted by Baronhead at Chesapeake Brewery up in Crofton. Thursday, Get to the Point for Dan Haas. Fred and Wilma, which is Joey Fitz and Elizabeth from Red Betty and the Ruckus, will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville. Mr. VCR will be at Dark Horse. The National Bohemians will be at Brian Baru in Severna Park. And up in Nadina, Miggs Country Music will be at Primo Pasta Kitchen in Pasadena. Weekend music. Start with Happy Hour with Dana B at Blackwall Hitch. Mike Sharp will be at Annapolis Yacht Club, and this is for members and guests of members only. Brant Austin Dunn will be at Great Frogs Winery off of Forest Drive. Bridget Michaels of Guava Jelly will be solo at Grapes Wine Bar, also on Forest Drive. Old Pine Trio, which is Clary Lane, Jessa Sierra, and Sarah Catherine, will be on the rooftop at Metropolitan. This is a big one. The New Cyphers Band, featuring Steve Cyphers, Sean Jackson, Meg Murray, Jeff Mueller, Dracula Jackson, and Matthew Thibault, plus special guest Cousin Mark, will be at Chesapeake up in Crofton. Also Friday night, Starbelly will be at Annapolis Smokehouse. Up in the Dina, Meerkat Nation will be rocking the Irish pub next door in Pasadena. And over on the shore, Left of Center will be at Ram's Head Shore House in Stevensville. And Michael Waskey will be at Bridges in Graysonville. Saturday, start the day with Heartwood at Wildberry Farm and Market in Crownsville. Ben Heemstra of Ben will be at Homestead Gardens in Davidsonville. Loose Change will be down at Happy Harbor in Deal. Also this Saturday, enjoy music out on the water. Kevin Lee will be on Tour Boat Annapolis. Watch my Facebook page, BeeprBuzz, for a chance to win a pair of tickets for this great cruise out of Annapolis. I wish I could go, but I have a prior commitment. Also on Saturday, Dean Rosenthal and the Four-Piece Racket are back at 49 West on West Street. Stan Graham will be at Pattaya Mexican Restaurant in Severna Park. Wheel Hill Music is back at Santa Joe's on West Street. And end the night DTA with DJ Brandon of Be Real Entertainment at O'Brien's. Over on the shore, Dana B will be at Frick's Fire Grill in Chester. Sunday Fun Day start with Bloodies and Blues Jam at Santa Joe's on West Street with Hurricane Kevin and Dogfather Kevin. Also Sunday, Joey Fitz will be at Homestead Gardens in Davidsonville. Dream Punch with Josh Pryor and Jane Eyre will be at 49 West Sunday night. Richard Hayward will be outside at Santa Joe's Riverside in Galesville. August West, which is Meg Murray and Steve Lowe, will be at Pirates Cove, also in Galesville, just next door. And over on the shore, Ben Heemstra of Ben will be at Bridges, and Left of Center will be at the Kentmore. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to the homepage on your cell phone, and then they're an app. 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.